the story of David Allan Coe has once again captured public attention. As whispers and revelations about the outlaw country singer's turbulent life continue to resurface, forcing both longtime fans and critics to ask whether his legacy will be defined more by his undeniable musical talent or by the controversies and hardships that have followed him at every turn. Because while many recognize him as one of the pioneers of outlaw country, standing alongside legends like Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and Johnny Cash, Coe's journey has always been more complicated. A mix of raw artistry, personal demons, and shocking scandals that few other performers could have survived. His early years were marked by hardship, growing up in reform schools and spending much of his young adulthood in prison. Experiences that shaped not only his music, but also his persona, giving him an authenticity that few could match in a genre built on grit and rebellion. Yet those same years also laid the foundation for a life that often teetered between triumph and tragedy. His music career, which produced classics like You Never Even Called Me by My Name and The Ride, earned him a cult following and cemented his place in the outlaw movement. But behind the success was a man constantly battling financial troubles, industry pushback, and the weight of his own decisions. Throughout the years, Coe has been both celebrated and criticized for his explicit lyrics, rebellious lifestyle, and refusal to conform to Nashville's polished image of country music. And while that defiance made him a legend to some, it also ensured he would never receive the mainstream recognition that his peers enjoyed. What has recently come to light are new details about his ongoing health struggles and financial challenges, as insiders reveal that the aging outlaw has faced serious medical issues that have left him weakened, dependent on the support of loved ones and reflecting on the choices that brought him here. Fans have expressed concern, remembering a man who once roared across stages with unapologetic energy, now diminished by time but still clinging to the fire that defined him. These revelations highlight the paradox of David Allan Coe, a man whose voice could stir souls, whose songs reflected the pain and rebellion of an entire generation, yet whose personal life has often been a storm of reckless decisions and missed opportunities. Some argue that his controversies, ranging from offensive lyrics to turbulent relationships, threaten to overshadow his artistry. But others insist that it is precisely that unfiltered rawness that makes his music so enduring. At this stage of his life, what happened to David Allan Coe is not just the story of scandal or downfall, but of survival. Because few men could have lived the life he lived and still stand to tell the tale. As fans reflect on his journey, there is both sorrow and admiration. Sorrow for the pain and struggles that have marred his later years, and admiration for a man who refused to play by anyone's rules but his own. The truth about David Allan Coe is that his life, like his music, has always been messy, controversial, and deeply human. And while some may focus on the tragedies and scandals, others will forever remember the outlaw poet who turned pain into song, leaving behind a legacy that, love him or hate him, can never be ignored.